Coming up on this edition of The Solo Show.
I think it's like every day at like 6 o'clock Tokyo time in the morning, so that you could book for like a month out or 2 months, whatever it is, and they go in 15 seconds. Like, wow. All the rooms are big. I couldn't even find what the prices were. Like, I already wanted to find what the prices were, and as soon as they're up, they're gone. It's like winning the lottery to get into that. It's like Stones tickets when the Stones were.
Jeez. I think they build more hotels there then.
It's monthly roundup time again, so get your passport to fun and adventure ready as Dan Hansen jumps into the guest host's chair. The Solo Show is brought to you, as always, by Victor Naraki Realtor, serving Disney and the greater Orlando area with celebratingflorida.com and disneyatyourdoorstep.com. The future is bright indeed. We're all of us dreaming of the better days ahead. And a part of your bright new future could be a move to where the magic lives in the greater Orlando area of Florida. One of the biggest decisions you'll make when considering a move is selecting a realtor who can successfully match you with the right home in the right location at the right price. Victor Naraki is the realtor who can help you make the move you've always wanted to. Whether you're a first-time homeowner or looking to move near Disney World, Victor is in your corner. If you are looking for an experienced real estate agent covering all of Central Florida, please visit disneyatyourdoorstep.com today and find out just why you should work with Victor. I encourage you to create a free, no-obligation account on his website. By doing so, you'll unlock the website's full potential and be able to enter specific criteria, save listings, and browse new properties sent to your email. Visit disneyatyourdoorstep.com today or visit his Facebook page, Victor Naraki Realtor. And don't forget to tell him The Solo Show sent you.
The Solo Show podcast is proud to present the Disney news of the past month. This week we are showcasing all the headlines for the month of April. Now, here are your Disney reporters with the news of April.
Hello and welcome to another edition of The Solo Show. I am Stan Solo as always, and we're doing the monthly news roundup for April, as Ken would say. And joining me today is my good friend of yours and my favorite co-host from the Grand Circle Tour podcast, Dan Hansen. Welcome. How are you today?
Stan Solo, how are you today?
I think this is your first time being on here on your own on the Solo Show, is it?
Well, I was on
a couple of times.
I was on once that got deleted last.
Right, April. Ken took it over. Ken and Goff.
And how funny is it now? It's a year later, this April, that I'm here. So I was on a couple of other shows, you know, the specials.
Yeah, the specials. The April special. I guess April comes around. I gotta get Dan on. He hasn't been on since April.
Well, I only bug you like every time I see you. Hey, am I gonna be on?
I know. Yeah, I've been on forever. What's going on over there? So we're going to talk about the news for the month of April. We're going to start off March 31st because
I saw that in the notes.
Yeah, we record these a little bit early just to kind of get them out at the top of the month or the bottom of the month, depending where the Thursday lands. So we're kind of actually recording this a couple of days before the end of the month. So next month we'll probably have some stuff from the end of April. You know? So I thought we'd do these. I got a list I made up. I sent it out to Dan. Hopefully Dan can read my writing and decipher my spelling, and we won't have too many problems. So Dan, why don't you start us off?
All right. So March 31st. Disney's All-Star Sports Resort is the final Disney Resort hotel to open during the phased reopening at Walt Disney World. And I got to be honest with you, I didn't even realize that, to be honest.
Oh, really?
I thought there was still more that were closed, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Well, you would think, because it's so hard to get rooms. Like,
I know.
Still, like every resort is open, and they're still having a hard time. Like you go to get a room, you're lucky if you can get one sometimes.
How'd you do it? You just booked like recently, right? You booked
Well, I have a travel agent, so I went with MEI and I said, get it or else. No,
Dan just says, my usual.
Yeah. So I'm going to be staying at the Solo Studios, and Dan, you're going to be coming with me, or we're going together, eh?
I am, but I'm staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, but it was, I have, DVC, but to get the points for August was pretty difficult, to be honest. It was slim pickings, but we wanted to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge anyway, so I guess I kind of got lucky, but there wasn't a lot else out there. So
Okay. So so everything's open now as far as resorts go. So April 5th, Disney Plus subscribers can get up to 25% on rooms at select Disney resorts hotels for stays most nights, July 8th, 2022 through September 30th, 2022. And that was the advantage I took for the trip we were just talking about.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many of my friends and family and co-hosts have brought it up to me as soon as this came out and went out and booked a trip.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, I guess that was the day I booked it then, April 5th.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I saw that was when I booked it. So, and I believe that it's still going, but I'm not sure how many rooms are still available.
Right. I mean, it's a great deal. It really is a great deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the up to 25%. That's for deluxe if you're getting the 25% off.
What was the value? Do you know what the percentage was?
You know what? I can't even remember. I can't remember.
But I think it was one of those things where a lot of people are still on the fence, and when you dangle the 25% in front of them, people said, "Hey, let's do it." It's worth it.
Well, I don't think I've ever paid full price for a room at Disney. Like I always wait for or if I have booked, then a special will come out and I'll apply that to the room.
Right. Right. Yep.
Okay. What else happened, Faith, on the 5th?
Also on the 5th, the new Toy Story Hotel at Tokyo Disney Resort opened.
Yes.
When are we doing that trip, Stan?
Well, okay. So I wanted to find out. It's listed as a value resort. This Tokyo.
It is, wow.
And so I wanted to find out, well, how much is a value resort in Tokyo? Because I would love to stay at this resort. The way they book it is crazy. You can only stay, I think it's like 2 or 3 nights tops. You can't book a whole week.
Really?
And so I think it's like every day at like 6 o'clock Tokyo time in the morning, so that you could book for like a month out or 2, whatever it is, and they go in 15 seconds. Like, wow. Like all the rooms are like I can't even find what the prices were. Like I already wanted to find out what the prices were, and as soon as they're up, they're gone. Like it's like winning the lottery to get into that. It's like Stones tickets when the Stones were,
Jeez. You would think they'd build more hotels there then if they're going that crazy.
Well, it's new too, so everybody wants to go with right off the beginning and that. But it looks like a really cool resort. The rooms are really it's like Toy Story Land in your room.
In a room.
Yeah, so you got like the bedposts are crayons or whatever. Yep. So it's really cool.
It looks awesome.
April 12th, we had some sad news. Gilbert Gottfried passed away. And he was best known for Disney fans for being the parrot Iago on Disney's animated feature Aladdin from 1992. He also voiced Iago in other Disney animated TV series that ran from 1994 through 1995. Mm-hmm. I always liked Gilbert.
Me too. I'm a huge Gilbert Gottfried fan. Really sad to hear this news. It seems like we're losing a lot of comedians this year, unfortunately. But.
Yeah. Well, I guess, Dan, we're at that age now, so... I remember my mom always talking about, oh, that one's dead. Oh, that one's dead. And those people I never knew. Now I'm saying to my kids, Gilbert Gottfried died. And they don't know who I know. So, sad.
All right. Next, we have April 14th. Registration open for the pass holder preview of the new Guardians of the Galaxy coaster in Epcot. Dates are May 8th through the 21st. So this was something I think we saw coming, but still exciting to hear it when it was announced.
And I guess they put it out as a mass email, and so it's people snapped them up right away, and they were gone quick.
Yeah. So
some people were very, very happy, and other people not so much. I guess. Did you hear what happened to Beatrice? From Grand Circle Tour? Well, so she went to go get her ticket because she got on right away, and I guess someone who's linked with her ticket got a ticket, but she doesn't know who it is.
Really?
So they must, you can choose your friends. So I guess they select all, and I guess she links with a lot of people. So she got a ticket, but she has no idea when or where or who she's going with or anything.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Well, I guess she knows where, which is no when or who. So so somebody got her a ticket as on the friends list, so she's not able to get, and then her husband is able to get one, but they're not going to be able to go together because he was obviously going to be a different day or whatever.
Holy moly!
So if anybody has Beatrice as your friend, check your list and let us know if she has your ticket. If you have her ticket,
that's too funny.
Yeah. So Anyway, so yeah, so it's kind of like, you know how Disney fans are. They panic and they quickly run out and grab everything they can.
It'll be open a long time. People, you'll get on it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So then the very next day, Marvel announced that the Celestial Esson, is that how you pronounce it, will be the villain of Guardians of the Galaxy comic Rewind. I had no idea who this character was. I had to Google it. Are you familiar?
No, you know what? I'm not familiar, and I'm a big Marvel fan. So this was something I had no clue.
Yeah. So I guess it looks like almost like a Guardian, but only watches Earth, and it's like a robot from the picture.
Okay. So I had heard that who was it? Terry Crews? Is that who it was? Did you hear about that? You know who Terry Crews is? He's
not really.
He's the guy who hosts America's Got Talent. It's funny. Right before we started recording, Stan was talking about Canada's Got Talent, but on America's Got Talent, Terry Crews is the host. He's an actor. He's been in a few different things. And I actually heard yesterday that he is going to be in the attraction in some way, shape, or form. So maybe a voice or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a good voice.
Yeah.
So, well, something to look. Yeah, let's all put in a villain nobody knows. An attraction that everyone's excited for.
Hey, let's be honest. For someone who is a huge comic book fan and knows a lot about Marvel, the Guardians were not something I ever knew about. And when the movie came out, I was a little like, who are these people? And now they're like my favorite characters of all the movies. So, you know, it doesn't really matter.
I'm an old school Marvel fan too, and I have several of the old Guardians comic books.
Do you?
Yeah, but I didn't buy them when they first came out. I bought them there was a discount, massive sale of comic books, so they were selling everything like 50% off cover price.
Wow.
And it was like a warehouse of comic books. So
I have gone through. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I picked up a few because I thought they would look good. And then I think I'm trying to think now, was Howard the Duck, I used to collect Gru comic books.
Yeah. So that's what I was just about to say. I went through my stash and I found I had a first appearance of Groot comic, his first appearance, and I went and got that slabbed and have that sitting on my shelf right now.
Yeah, because I have that one stashed away in my boxes somewhere too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what else was there?
What do we got next? April 16th, Expedition Everest reopened after a lengthy refurb. That's a good one.
And that was kind of a surprise opening because it seemed like it was going to be like they were kind of almost playing around because it was listed as refurbed and then it had a date and then the date was removed when it was going to come back. Then all of a sudden it just opened one day. And so people were kind of surprised to see the scrims were down and everything one day and it was kind of reopened. And there was
but the Yeti is still not fixed. Just letting you know.
The Yeti's still not fixed, no. But they did clean the hair bands, I heard.
Yes, but I bet you by the time,
that's 2 weeks ago. So
they're all back.
They're all back by now. Yeah. But they were clean for like an hour.
There's something about the hair bands. It's like the charm of it, you know.
Yeah. So April 17th, this one's crazy. Tokyo Disney Resort, a shopper was caught using a fake baby doll in order to purchase more of the limit of one for hot item tickets to resell them. It was a reseller with a doll and a stroller saying she was buying them for her baby. And she got caught.
It's almost like the people that have the mannequin in the HOV lane, you know, like to get
Now, if I were to say, Dan, pick any Disney park in the world. This is what happened. As a lady who had a baby, what park would you pick? What would be the last one you would pick?
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure multiple people have done this in Magic Kingdom in Orlando, you know, too, but just haven't gotten caught yet.
Yeah.
That is.
Have you ever seen that video of the guy that pretended to be a baby to get in for free?
Yes, I have seen that video, and it worked, right? He got it through.
Yeah, he got a stroller and put a bib on, and they modified the stroller, made it stronger, and climbed into it. Maybe that's why they don't allow big strollers anymore.
That's true.
Has nothing to do with guest comfort.
You know, I went last year in July, and they make you like give the strollers now to security. Like it's a little awkward. I got to be honest with you. Like security actually walks the stroller through.
Oh,
with the kids in them, obviously.
yeah. Yeah. If
So,
they push it and it weighs like it feels like there's a 200-pound man in there,
yeah, right. Maybe
they
that's
might
what they were
want to
doing.
inquire. Okay.
All right. April 18th started reintroducing traditional character greetings at Disneyland and Walt Disney World, as well as aboard the Disney Cruise Line and Aulani, a resort in Hawaii. So this is something we've been waiting for 2 years for, Stan.
Well, I never got a chance to see the the distance characters in person, only on video. In 2 years since I've been.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. Now they still have some of the distance ones though, right?
Well, I think Stitch is still in Tomorrowland on that stage.
Yeah, and they
Last I
still
heard.
have
But he was on that stage before COVID hit.
yeah, that's true.
They took him out of that little room in Tomorrowland.
Yeah, but they still have Pooh catching butterflies in Epcot.
See, I was wondering about that. And do they
Yeah.
still do the caravans at Epcot on the water? Because I thought those were kind of cool.
Those were cool. I'm not sure if they're doing that, but that was really cool. And same thing with Animal Kingdom.
Oh, sorry, that's what I meant. Animal Kingdom. Did I say
but
Epcot?
no, you did say Epcot. But I
Okay, I meant Animal
had
Kingdom.
seen I don't know if this is a normal thing, but you know how the barges go back and forth like for the fireworks or whatever. I saw Daisy on there one time. So
Yeah.
last year. So it is in Epcot too in the water.
I saw a video. They had the hyenas from Animal Kingdom, or from Lion King, I mean, on one of the barges.
Oh,
The
cool.
3 hyenas. Yeah,
Great.
that's a rare character.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of them were cool. Some of them were cool. They had the I loved Goofy at Echo Lake. And he's fishing,
Mhm.
and they put a little like fence around it because you can't have people annoying him while he fishes, right? But I thought it was like it's just pretty cool because he's just sitting there fishing, in Echo Lake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or at least attempting to. So I think they'll keep some of those. Or why not?
It'd be nice. That's character to the parks
Yeah, exactly.
doing that. I know like Justin preferred him when he went to Aulani because he was able to just go in the lazy river and kind of do a selfie in the river, and Holly enjoyed him. Yeah, and Holly from Grand Central Tour also preferred him.
But then again, we get pictures from our good friend Jason, who's currently at Magic Kingdom today, hugging all the characters. So that was pretty cool to see as well.
Yeah. April 19th, face masks are no longer required in Ubers for both riders and drivers. They are also removed the backseat policy, but they ask that out of respect to the drivers to only use the front seat if your party is too big. I like the front seat all the time because I get less car sick in the front seat.
Really? That's a thing for you, huh?
I always ask if it's okay if I ride in the front when I do an Uber. And at one time, this lady, she had a dog in her front seat. So I had to go in the back. But it was a short ride, so I was okay. But yeah, so things are changing. What's the masks where you are? Do people
what masks? No, people. I mean, very rarely people are wearing masks around here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
See, I go out. There's about 75% of the people wearing masks still when they do
Really?
grocery shopping or in the retail stores.
Yeah. We don't see it. I had a work function and we were at a big like ballroom at a hotel. Must have been 100 people in this little area. No one had masks on. So
Wow. Yeah. It's actually rare to see somebody without a mask when I go out. I don't go out much, but when I do, it's they're optional. You don't have to wear them here.
Right.
Yeah. So you're next.
All right. April 19th, also April 19th, Disney World starts selling spots on a virtual Cinderella Castle mural.
Did you see this?
I did not see this.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, so first of all, you have to get the Photo Pass package. So you're paying, what is it now, $150 for your
at least.
Yeah, for the Photo Pass package. I guess you don't have to. You could use the pictures that come with it or whatever. But then if you could put your picture on the castle virtually, because you can hold up your phone and it will. You could choose a spot on the castle and put your picture on the castle, and you could pay $10 to do that. So when you hold up your phone, your picture will be on the castle on your phone on your screen. So that's like an extra $10 to do that.
All right.
But what's cool is, I guess, is say you go back a year later and you hold up your phone, your picture will still be there.
Gotcha.
And that's
pretty cool.
I don't know if you see the other 3,000 people that also were willing to pay the $10 photos as well, or if you only see your photo. But I don't know. I could do that in Photoshop in 15 seconds. Like, put my picture on a photo of the castle.
Save myself $10.
Yeah. And then I could just load it on my phone and I could take it and hold it up and go, look at that. There's my picture on the castle. So I don't know if this is selling or I don't know.
It's not something I would purchase. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. I'd rather get a Dole Whip or Sister Sorrel or something. So the next day, April 20th, the Salt and Straw newly opened at Disney Springs near the AMC Theater. I haven't heard too much about this place. I know Beatrice went.
I have not heard up until right before we started recording. I asked Dan, what is this?
Yeah.
He explained to me that it's an ice cream shop. That's what it was.
It's an ice cream shop. And Beatrice went. Seems like she liked it. She said positive stuff about it. But I haven't heard very much about it at all.
Maybe I will give it a try in my trip this summer.
Yeah, it's in your favorite resort. So
yep. Disney Springs.
You might as well.
My favorite theme park.
Yeah. Or sorry, favorite theme park. I am just mixing. I gotta have another cup of coffee here, and I'll feel better.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that this opened because they have the what's the ice cream shop? The big fancy one that they have there.
Ghirardelli's.
Yeah, Ghirardelli's. Right. They have Ghirardelli's, but they don't have a lot of like places to get regular ice cream in Disney Springs. And we actually were looking for it, and we had Ghirardelli's one day. I didn't want it again. And we did a nice walk around, and we ended up going back to Ghirardelli's the second night because I couldn't find anywhere else to get ice cream. So I think
you got two
that fits there, right? Something that's kind of needed. And
it's at the other end of the Disney Springs as well, so that's kind of got one at each end now.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. April 21st, Hong Kong Disneyland reopened. Guests are required by law to use the Leave Home Safe, that's in quotes, app, and fulfill the, quote, vaccine pass requirement upon entering the park and specified premises. Hong Kong Disneyland closed on February 23rd.
Yeah, so that was quite the closure they had. February, March, April, like 3 months they've been closed. Yep. And so now in order to go, you have to download this app. I guess it's kind of like the ArriveCan app, which Canadians or anybody coming into Canada needs to download. And you download your vaccination passports or vaccination cards onto this app. And so you have to show that plus your reservation, plus your ticket to get into Hong Kong Disneyland. So basically you need to be vaccinated to get into Hong Kong Disneyland.
You know, when I went to New York Comic Con last year, so this was October of 21, you had to go to, there was this whole like city block full of these tents. And you had to go into a tent. You have to show your vaccination card. You have to show your ID. And they, not only that, but for some people, they just pick random people. They give you like a little like interview almost just to like make sure it was you. And then what they did is they put a wristband that was, it was a cloth wristband, but you couldn't take it off. They made it really tight and there was like a locking device on it. And you have to keep that.
If you pull the pin, it explodes after 10 seconds.
It's just funny to me, like the different ways that people are going about it, you know, in all these places.
Well, we have like an app that we use, and we just has like a QR code, and they scan that, and you also have to show your driver's license.
Yeah, the problem with that though is you could have anyone's app, right? So that's what they do. That's why.
Well, we also have to show your driver's license.
Oh, you do,
or photo ID. You have to have photo ID and the app.
Yep,
is what's required. Yeah, like to go into any restaurants or whatever. I'm not sure if I haven't been out forever. I think that's done now. I don't think they're doing that anymore here. Where are we here? April 22nd, Disneyland Forever fireworks extravaganza and the Main Street Electric Parade returned to Disneyland. I was excited to see that.
I was excited.
Yeah. Did you watch the live feed of the Electric Parade?
I did not watch the live. But
like midnight your time, I guess.
Yeah, it was super late. That's when you knew. Like we were actually chatting on our Facebook page together, and I think we kind of put two and two together, right? Because it was so late California time. We knew it had to have something to do with it, and you know. Well,
the funny thing was, like, they didn't, like, when the Disney Parks app or Disney Parks group Facebook page, whatever, announced it, they didn't say what it was. They just said tune in tonight at 11 o'clock Central or whatever time it was. midnight Eastern, and we're going to do a live stream. They didn't say what park or anything or what it was. And going on social media, I knew that they were going to be doing the Main Street Electrical Parade for cast members only that night, but that was like 2 hours later. So I'm not sure if they did the parade twice and they decided to do it for people that were in the park that day or what. But did you watch it at all?
I did not watch it.
Or did you see the final float? Like the America floats is gone.
It is?
Yeah, they repurposed it, and it's like a small world float now.
Huh. I have to watch it.
Yeah, so instead of the red, white, and blue flag going, it's like a rainbow kind of looking flag, and it has all the small world dolls on it and stuff. And I kind of miss the American flag, and I prefer the old one than the new one. But anyway, I enjoy that parade. It's one of my favorite parades.
Also on April 22nd, my favorite show that I've never actually seen in person, that's a true fact. Fan favorite World of Color water show returned to DCA. And I can't tell you how many times I've watched this on YouTube, but I've never actually seen it in person. So
it's an amazing show. I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. It's like my favorite. That one and Phantasmic in Disneyland.
Yeah,
probably my two favorite nighttime.
I mean, Phantasmic was closed so long too. It feels like, seriously, I don't think I've seen Phantasmic in, it has to be like 6-7 years at this point. It's crazy.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I think it was January 2020 was the last time I saw it.
Wow.
Yeah. April 22nd, Florida passes a bill to dissolve Disney World's Reedy Creek Improvement District. I don't know if this is going to hold any water from what I'm reading. I'm no lawyer or politician. I don't know very much about this at all. But from what I'm reading, I don't think it's going to hold up. What do you think?
Well, I mean, there's a lot more that has to go through than just, the governor of Florida saying so, right? What I'm hearing is it is going to take over a year for it to go through, if it even gets through another, whoever the governor is next year. So you never know what's going to happen, but I know that the Florida residents are nervous, right? Because taxes are supposed to go skyrocket. They're saying up 25%. I don't think legally it can go that high, but still, even if it goes up a couple percentage points, for Florida residents, everyone's a little nervous right now.
Oh, for sure, especially in that area. Well, now the thing I don't get, now let's say Disney goes, well, fine, we won't improve our own roads. The state can. We won't. Put through Disney's red tape is just about as bad as any government's red tape. You know what I mean? True. Like they want to build a coaster. It takes them forever to make up their mind and decide and to actually break ground.
Yeah. But one thing they are good at is keeping things nice, right? At least things may not be open, but when they are open, they're nice. And when you're walking to get there, it's nice.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That means changing all the street signs again to a different color again. They just changed them from purple to blue or whatever.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
So let's go wait and see on that one, I guess.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be a lot more that comes down the line with that one.
Yeah, we'll talk about that every month for the rest of the year.
Yep. So this is now the fourth thing in a row that happened on April 22nd. Man, that was a busy day, huh?
Busy day.
Light Up Turtle Premium Sipper and Light Up Elliott Dragon Premium Bucket debut at Disneyland, causing huge crowds. So the most popular things in Disneyland right now, or Disney World right now, as everyone knows, are popcorn buckets. And as soon as we saw the Elliott Dragon bucket debut, we knew that this was going to be a hot one, right?
Do you ever watch Seinfeld?
Yep. Of course.
So remember Uncle Leo would talk about Cousin Jeffrey?
Yeah.
And he says, he's going to take what he did at this park here and do it over there. And that's kind of like what Disney's doing with these popcorn buckets. The Figment bucket was popular here. We're going to bring it over there.
I mean, that as soon as the Figment bucket thing went nuts, there were guys in boardrooms saying, okay, what's the next bucket? What are we going to design? What's similar to Figment, but not really Figment? Figment's kind of like a dragon. Do we have any other dragons?
We need another dragon. Does Disneyland have a dragon? Well, we got that parade in storage that we're not using.
Do it.
That's probably why Disneyland got the parade instead of Disney World, because they needed a dragon. I know a lot of people are upset. They thought that the electric parade should go back to Disney World for the 50th, which kind of makes more sense.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was one of those people that were upset.
Yeah, the last time I saw it was in Disneyland, the electric parade.
Disneyland.
Yeah, that was the last time I saw it. Yeah. So April 25th, the canopy is now fully installed above the Tron Light Cycle Run at Magic Kingdom.
Looks awesome.
Yeah. Well, it looks just like the one in, was it Shanghai?
Yeah.
Hong Kong, whichever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's moving along. It's still a lot of work though. Like when you see that those tarps up, and then they kind of pan down and you see how much dirt there is still.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of work.
Dirt. I know.
Yeah. What do you think this is opening?
At least the ride is moving. They're testing the ride. So
they're testing the ride.
That's got to be the hardest part, I would think. So
you don't want to be the first person to ride it. It's like, okay, the dummy survived. Dan, hop on.
When is it going to open, though? When do we think?
When do you think it's going to open? Is it going to be spring this year, or no. spring next year, or fall this year?
I think it's going to be spring next year. I think it's going to be a 2022 thing. I mean, 2023 thing. If you think about it, we're going to get Remy in 2022, right? We already got that. We're going to get Cosmic Rewind. Mm-hmm. That's two pretty big attractions.
You got that ice cream place at Disney Springs?
Ice cream place.
Salt and taffy. What is it called again?
Dragon popcorn buckets. We have a lot.
We got the Figment popcorn. What do you people want?
So I think they're going to save it. That's my personal opinion.
I think it's going to. I think it's going to be this year. I think they're going to want to get it. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get some of the people that would go to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal over.
Yeah. I just think that the holiday crowds are usually pretty well. I think they try to open attractions in this time of the year to get people hyped up to book a summer trip. That's what they tend to do. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out when they start advertising the Tron Light Cycle Run commercials in the theaters, like they did the Cosmic Rewind commercial.
Yes. All right, April 27th. Connections Cafe and Eatery officially opens at Epcot, despite it being open for about a week with great reviews. This new eatery replaces Electric Umbrella and Innovation.
Yeah, so I guess from what I can tell, it looks like one side is like a Starbucks and the other side is like a cafe.
Yeah. Yep. And it looks pretty nice. I saw some pictures. I mean, listen, anything's better than Electric Umbrella. I mean, I've probably eaten an Electric Umbrella more times than maybe any other place in all of Walt Disney World.
Really? What's wrong with you?
I know, but it's terrible, right? It was terrible.
I know. I've only been there once, and that was because it was a meetup.
Only because it was like, the location of the Electric Umbrella, or now the Connections Cafe, it really is a perfect location. When you're walking into the park, it's just in the middle of everything. So,
see, I go to Sunshine Seasons a lot,
and I love Sunshine Seasons. But you have to admit, to get to Sunshine Seasons, it takes a little bit of work, right? You got to go up into the pavilion, then down the stairs, and usually
the other
don't.
Thing too is, go ahead.
I was going to say, I usually don't go there just to go there. I'm usually going there to ride either Living with the Land or Soaring, or and while I'm there, I'll eat.
See, I'm the opposite. Whereas I don't do Test Track, I don't do Mission Space. I used to do Ellen's, but that's been empty for about 15 years now. So I don't go to that side of the park at all. So I guess that's why I don't even bother going to Electric Umbrella.
Stan Solo is the only huge Disney fan that doesn't go to Disney for attractions. He doesn't go on rides. He just goes for the food and the snacks.
I think there's more rides I don't do than there's rides that I do. Finding Nemo and Friends, are you kidding? That thing goes too fast. It's underwater, isn't it? I'm going to want to drown. Okay. April 28th, Walt Disney World kicks off hashtag halfway to Halloween. This is the first time Yeah, this marks the first time Disney was live from multiple parks around the world and Disney Cruise Line.
All right.
So, truth be told, we're recording this is the 26th. So this hasn't happened yet, but it's coming.
I don't know what this is.
So I guess they're saying this is going to be the biggest halfway to Halloween event ever.
Well, I mean, what is a halfway to Halloween?
Well, the Halloween is 6 months away, so
it really goes to show you how much in the theme park world Halloween has become like the number one holiday. It's crazy, right? I mean, it's not just Disney, it's not just Universal, but like Six Flags and all these other like little amusement parks. Halloween is like the event now. You know?
And what's really funny, so Disney already released a bunch of photos of their desserts that they're going to be having come Halloween. Now, Disney, I don't have a very good memory, but I can remember 6 months ago that those are the exact same desserts we saw. If you would have waited, like say another 4 more months, I probably would have forgot that I didn't see the Haunted Mansion chocolate cupcake before. But I've already seen the Haunted Mansion chocolate cupcake with the stretching room portrait.
That's funny.
But anyways, yeah, they're making it a big event, so I'll be watching that live stream, I'm sure, all day.
Yep. So will I.
Yeah.
Also on April 28th, over at Magnolia Golf Course, during the dates of April 28th, 2022 through May 8th, 2022, only holes 1 through 9 will be available to play. And beginning on May 9th, 2022, the golf course will be closed indefinitely for a major reno project. So I guess they're ripping up the whole Magnolia Golf Course.
I think it has something to do with the highway that they're building.
Oh, really?
Is what I heard. I don't know for sure 100%, but that's what I heard, is that there's some kind of highway they're building that's going to affect the golf course, so they got to redesign it or something.
So for those that don't know, the Magnolia Golf Course is the one by Shades of Green, which is just close to the Poly, right? Is it close to the Poly or close to?
Must be, yeah, because Shades of Green's right there. So
yeah, so it's all in that area. So if they're building a road, maybe that is the case. So if you're a golfer and we're planning on golfing on your vacation, you might want to try one of the other 2 golf courses, or you want to do only 9 holes. Have you ever done golfing at Disney World? I haven't, and I'm a pretty big golfer. So it's just something I've never done. It's tough as a golfer, as someone who actually golfs. I'm not going to rent clubs. I'm going to only use my own clubs, and to do that, now I got to ship my clubs with me. And that's a hassle. It'll happen when the kids get a little older. I know that I'll want to go golfing, when I go to Disney. But I think at this point in my life, I'd rather golf near my home, Yeah.
Or you could just call Victor and Rocky and buy a home out there.
That's true.
then you can just stay there and golf. So that wraps up this month's for the month of April unused. But we do have some things that are coming up soon. And I keep saying, Ken, you got to build some kind of, we got to make some kind of theme song for coming soon. Ken, let's work on that before the end of the year. Yeah, whoosh or something.
I picture him doing like a movie trailer voice,
Coming soon
in a world, like something like that.
In a Disney world. Disneyland or Tokyo Disney or wherever we're talking about today. So Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond is going to be coming out in summer 2022 in Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, I have a little audio clip I want to play about this. I'm not sure if you've heard this yet, Dan, or not.
No.
But yeah, let's listen to this little audio clip. It's about 1.5 minutes, and it kind of explains what the new... Originally, when they said it was going to come back, they said it wasn't going to be a new show. It was going to be just like a repurposing. It sounds like a brand new show. Listen to this.
We're here at Theater in the Wild at Disney's Animal Kingdom, working on our brand new show, Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond, which is a reimagined retelling of Finding Nemo the musical. Our story begins at the Marine Life Institute from the film Finding Dory. The Marine Life Institute has rescued these fish, and they are ready to send them back out into the ocean. But before they go, they get inspired to share the story of Finding Nemo. This show will incorporate many of the wonderful songs from the original musical, as well as the amazing puppetry and the live performers who will fill the stage.
The new set for Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond is completely transformed. We were inspired by paper sculpture as we developed the scenic in the show. Our team had such an exciting time looking at our tank set through this brand new lens of this watercolor sculpture aesthetic. And we're developing massive set pieces and these beautiful new transitions as they move in and out of the memory of our storytellers.
We're excited to take advantage of technological advances that wasn't available before, and that technology has driven how we are creating the video content. We've collaborated very closely with our Pixar animation partners to really create artwork that's going to not only complement the performers that are on stage, but digitally extend the actual scenic pieces.
This has been such a joy for all of us to work on here at Disney Live Entertainment, and we cannot wait to share Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond with all of our guests.
So when they first closed it down, they said they're going to tweak it. Does that sound like they're tweaking it?
No, because the first sentence they said is a brand new show. So but and by looking at that video, actually, I think it makes a little more sense to me. I think the way they explained it is, the first one was basically Finding Nemo, and this is going to be more of the Finding Dory story because it's talking about the new characters, and I'm sure they'll have all those.
Yeah, and escaping the Fish Institute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
now,
that makes
from Wood. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that makes sense. Like if that's what it is, it's still going to be the same. Using the puppets. They're not changing like the style of the show or anything like that. It's just going to be a different story. So
yeah, and from what I'm hearing is there's going to be a lot less puppeteers. They're going to rely less on the actors being live on stage and more on projections on the wall and props. Is from what I'm hearing. The other thing too, so the original Finding Dory was 40 minutes long. This new show is going to be 25 minutes long.
Yeah.
Which, 40 minutes takes a lot out of your day.
Yeah. I loved it. But the one thing I would say is it was a little too long, in my opinion. Yeah. And when I went a couple of years ago, when Connor was a little younger, I didn't go in the video. I didn't go to the show because I didn't think Connor was going to be able to handle it. That like sitting still that long. So listen, it's probably the right thing to do. Even though like personally I love the show, like I still think it's the right thing to do to shorten it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new show. Anytime you get some new stuff like that, it's good. And it's not like as if they're destroying a classic like Carousel of Progress or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You can go on that attraction. That's not like something you get.
Yeah. I've done that, and I survived. I had to lie down partway through after about 15 minutes. Put my head between my knees. Those bubbles were.
Stan, it's just a puppet.
Yeah, bubbles going. Too many senses.
All right. Another thing coming soon. The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom Season 2 is now filming at Animal Kingdom. That's awesome to hear. And did you watch Season 1?
I know I started it.
Okay.
I believe I finished it. I cannot guarantee. I know they were cleaning elephant toes. And what I liked about it, too, was they wasn't just at Disney's Animal Kingdom. They also went to the aquarium at Epcot as well.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, awesome. I think, and I believe they're doing that again for Season 2.
Cool.
They're going to be doing that, yeah. So this is something, Dan, maybe you could take advantage of this one. The reimagining of the Top of the World Lounge will soon reopen at Bay Lake Tower for DVC members. A date hasn't been announced yet, but I guess that's something that hasn't reopened yet, and they're working on it, and it's going to be scary when you say reimagined, though.
Well,
have you ever done that?
I have not gone, but I did hear a few of my friends said that, I don't know if this is true or not, that it's like going to open very soon, like within the next couple of weeks, it'll be open. So, listen, I think it's something, a cool thing. I mean, I think it's still going to be the same space. I don't think they're going to, so even if they quote unquote reimagined it, I don't know what they could necessarily take away. I still think it's going to be about the same space. So, it's a really cool thing and something I'm definitely going to take advantage of, hopefully this summer. So we'll see.
I guess that was the place where you used to get the 7-layer cake. which is now available at Steakhouse 71. So whether it's going to be at both places or only at Steakhouse 71, who knows?
Yep.
But anyways, but cool. That wraps it up for us for this month of April.
Maybe April 2023 you'll invite me back on. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to do an April Fool's Day joke or something like that. People be warned when you see Dan's name next April. I thought of a really good April Fool's Day joke for the show, but I thought about like April 5th. I got a great idea for an April Fool's Day joke for the show. So Ken says, you should write that down. I go, I'll remember it. I can't remember it at all. I have no idea what it was, but I know it was good. It was Ken said it was a good one, so hopefully he'll remember. Anyways, Dan, I want to thank you thanking you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it's always great to have a podcast. Sit down with Dan. So join us next week. I'm not sure what's happening, but I do have a special offer right now with my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the Solo Show on YouTube for absolutely free. You can subscribe, ring the bell. It doesn't cost you a thing. Just search the Solo Show on YouTube and be sure
taking advantage of that offer right now as we speak.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You better hurry because it's a good offer. Not everybody offers that, Some people they're weird that way. Anyways, Ken, take it away.
If you have a brilliant idea for a future edition of The Solo Show and would like to take your turn in the guest host's chair, then drop us an email at thesoloshow01@gmail.com. Tell us your idea for the show, and we'll contact you about a date and a time for you to join us. If you would just like to keep the conversation going or have a comment about a previous show, then visit us on Facebook at The Solo Show. All logos, sounds, and songs that are made by and for Disney and its affiliates are owned solely by the Disney Corporation and are not, nor are they intended to be, the ownership of The Solo Show podcast. We hope you'll join us for the next adventure on The Solo Show. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.